We are now between the two holidays of Passover and Shavuot. There are 50 days between the Exodus from Egypt and coming to Sinai and receiving the Ten Commandments. During those 50 days, there's also the agricultural observance of counting of the Omer, the barley harvest. Each of those days is counted as a special day. And indeed, today is the 23rd day of the counting of the Omer between Passover. Historically, that is the time between Exodus and Sinai. But agriculturally, it is this time of being aware of the harvest. It is also a time of semi-mourning. The story is told that there was a plague that took place during the time of Rabbi Akiba. And that plague wiped out 24,000 of his students, 12,000 pairs, for students studied Chavruta style, 2 at a time. Now, it's very confusing what this story is about, and indeed, there are some who believe that the plague is a euphemism for battles that took place in that time period during the Bar Kokhba revolt against the Romans, and it was through these Roman battles that the 24,000 students died. But more importantly, the rabbis of the Talmud tried to see a reason for this plague that occurred. And so they posited that the students did not treat each other with respect, and that they were wiped out because of their behavior of demonizing the other, of rejecting the alternative views of their fellows. It's also taught that on the 33rd day of the counting of the Omer, Lag BaOmer, the plague ended, and it became a time of celebration and joy. So too, we hope that the current plague pandemic that we're living under will also come to an end, and we will also be able to go out and rejoice, have joy, have wedding ceremonies, and be able to go out into the forests, the woods, the lakefront, have our picnics and enjoy each other. But let's take a lesson from what the Talmud teaches about the origins of the plague. The lack of respect, the lack of honor to one's fellow. That's a recurring theme in the rabbinic view of Jewish history. Indeed, even the destruction of the temple and Jerusalem in the year 70 is not laid at the feet of the Romans so much as caused by sinat chinam, of hatred that was undeserved, of the demonization of each other in the various sects of Judaism, of Pharisees and Sadducees, of Essenes and of the Zealots. Plagues, pandemics, viruses can be cured. But the plagues of human behavior, of hatred, of disrespect, of scapegoating, of xenophobia, those are not so easily cured. As we continue during this challenging time, as we look forward to a time when we will be able to go out once more and rejoice and be together, let us be sure to take with us the lessons of respecting each other, of caring for each other, of building a world of justice and understanding, of equality. That is a cure that we seek for our world itself. May this time of the Omer, of celebrating on Lag BaOmer, remind us of the role we can play in building a more perfect world. If you'd like, this coming Monday night on the 11th, the following Monday actually, we'll gather together for a Lag BaOmer celebration, counting the barley perhaps in its liquid form if you'd like, a little scotch or beer or bourbon or maybe barley soup or barley bread, however you wish to celebrate. We'll join together on the 11th at 7:30. May this Shabbat also be a time of blessing and peace. Shabbat Shalom.